coming out of Northeast A Division, where SNHU were able to take that one away. They were the first seed, and that plus 15 that you were alluding to. But so New Haven, I mean, there's their 7th seed in this bracket, and certainly gonna have their work cut off from what I found really fascinating about. I mean, this roster has got 3 freshmen on it, and it's going to be kind of the story of the day. That's going to be a theme you're going to see, Billy.
I mean, freshmen have really showed up, and I think that the popularity of Overwatch 2, despite what everybody on Twitter says, oh, dead game, it ain't a dead game. We got all this new life coming into it, and I mean, this is proof of it. And the collegiate scene is very vibrant and very much alive, ladies and gentlemen, and all my non-binary friends. So, you know what? Doe Killer, J Raider, Romeo, and Arlanta. If I see anything out of this support, you better believe that I'm going to be saying, oh, my Arlanta, it's going to be happening going on today. But now we'll take a look over at Arcadia's squad coming in here. And, well, this will be how we take a look for their lineup.
Yeah, I mean, this is a 6-0 roster that's only dropped 2 maps in the last 5 games. And, I mean, it's been an amazing run from this team. And again, 3 freshmen on this squad as well. All 3 freshmen of this, enormous roster, by the way. I think it's like a 12-player roster. The 3 freshmen on this roster all starting here tonight in Pip, Saving Joe, and Aruda.
I mean, Aruda is going to be where all the action runs through, Jeff. I think that this tank has really had a fantastic season. Now, amazing to note, these 2 teams did not face each other during the regular season, so this is actually a first chance for them to be able to take a look at them and see how they will be getting in here, because Arcadia is the B squad number 1 seed from A group, and New Haven is actually A4, the 4th seed from A group. So there's some mixing and matching going on between the 2 groups here, but you know what? We'll see how these 2 teams actually line up on the field of battle.
Well, it's part of the fun of playoffs, right? As we'll bring up the map to figure out where we're going. We did have I believe it was a home field ban, or the home team ban, if memory serves, on the first control map. So there you go, Nepal. But as you were talking about, it's part of the fun of getting into playoffs, is you get to see kind of the teams, you get to see the best of the best go up against each other and start combining these different divisions, and some different rivalries are born, so to speak.
Well, we're looking forward to it. I mean, the fact that we saw Lijiang Tower banned means that I think that Arcadia might actually have something up their sleeve here as far as wanting to go away from mainland China, go up into the mountains here in the Himalayas up in Nepal. Woo, boy! I mean, I'm looking at I'm thinking about hog rework right now. I'm thinking about certain other little quality of life changes going on. Nepal, though, you don't see it picked very often, Jeff, as a starting control map. Most people pick Lijiang Tower. We all know this. So I think that Arcadia, they actually have something up their sleeve, my friend.
And this is a fun map. I respect it just because I love this map. I enjoy the heck out of Nepal. It's got some good range on it. So perhaps the Sigma comps have been so popular of late, but also there's also some environmental opportunities and some recent changes could poke their little head. I'm so curious if we're gonna see the new hog come out today. I don't expect it to be honest, y'all. Like, I don't want to get your hopes up, but I mean, it's a big change.
I mean, my hopes are always up for everything new, and I mean, I'm the typical distracted Spectrum person here. Anything shiny, I want to see it. I want to see it now, and if I don't see it, I get a little ticked off. So you know what? It's the Chargers going up against Arcadia University. This is opening up our fall semester playoffs. Bang a gong, get it on 13 seconds before we get into the field of battle. And I mean, already we're looking at 2 Sigmas. I would not really look for anything else other than maybe an Orisa here, just because of the Javelin Spear. You might be able to get an environmental killer though, but you know what? We're going to go out with the Symmetra. So the Chargers are going to look to take high ground first.
Interesting. We're getting a Mercy out of Arcadia. Zeller Warrior wanted to pocket Pluterman. Who's pulling out an Ashe. 2 picks we don't see very often in the meta, but if you can start landing the shots with damage boost on either Pip or Pluterman, Arcadia can really crack this thing over quickly. Doe taking a very close angle, wanting to get right in the face of Pip and take this duel. Pip is more than happy. Has the Mercy pocket. Drops the disruption shot. Forces him in a bad spot. Able to land the railgun. Doe is done. Arcadia with a quick player advantage. And now Pip is going to move in, take over this Mega Room, jump in on the back line, take a 1v1 versus Arlana. Arlana just dipping and diving. Has to get out of there as the pylon is done. Healing reduced, and the sandwich is starting to squeeze in from both sides here from Arcadia as they just squish New Haven.
I mean, great squish, great movement, great pincer as well. The opening pick forces a lot of cooldowns out of Arcadia, and well, I mean, or out of the Chargers. And I mean, that's a beautiful first take for them. Now, look at Romeo. Almost has this window online. That's a good vantage point for them to start this assault and try to flip the point in their favor.
New Haven has to worry about both fronts at this point with Pip pushing in from one side. They do use that amplification matrix to get out and force the Polluter Man onto the island. Saving Joe's going to respond with one out of the back, desperately trying to keep a Riddle alive, cannot. Stuck in a corner, Killer gets the final blow, but Pip on that off angle, popped the overclock, already picked up 2. Polluter Man adding another one to the tally. Ooh, nice headshot from Pip. Follows it up with one on the J Radar as well. 4K for Pip.
Yep, bang a gone. That's the kill that we were hoping to see. Pip is absolutely popping off here in the preliminary round. I'm going to see how many plosives and how much alliteration I can actually get away with here. But Killer over to the Genji. So we're going to go and see, what kind of deflect we can get. We can see if we can get some backline presence right now, because right now Saving Joe is just having the wonderful time. This freshman squad is having so much fun.
Oh, Gravitic Flux up. I think... Nope, it did not get canceled. Did actually get the slam down and got the bomb in on top of it. So, for a moment, I thought Jerry Raynor might have landed the accretion rock, but no such luck. And coupled with the bomb, there was no escape for the Chargers.
I like the swap up of composition here from the Chargers, though, because it's going to force so much out of Arud right here on the Sigma. I mean, you're going to manage the shield, you're going to manage the kinetic grasp, you're going to manage the accretion. So, I mean, right now, if they can push and get on top of this, they might actually have a chance to flip the point.
Yeah, this is kind of going all in on the front line. Using Killers of Disruption. Pip along the back angle, already taken out the Immortality field. Then Gravitic Flux now pops for Jerry Warner just to try to escape. Looked like a healing coming in from the Valkyrie to try to keep Larudo alive, but it's not enough. The added damage from the Bastion. Doe finds a pair. Jay Raynor moves on to the point with the overtime wick going.
I mean, I love it. I love it. I mean, that's a great amount of work there. I mean, even with the Valkyrie and the healing going through it, really, there was no place for Aruda to go. So, I mean, you're going to have the overclock coming in. Also, the window is available. That's their, kind of go side to be able to push on top of this team. But the artillery strike from Doe is ready. Oh my God, the damage is so huge.
Yeah, Romeo goes down on the approach. Well, on Arcadia's approach. Trying to respond. Killer pulls out the katana. Gets to immediately out the front door. Nothing else to be found. Where the rest of Arcadia go? Well, they went on to the objective. They've stolen it away from you and forced an overtime situation. From the outside, Pip has an overclock and Orlando falls. And when Arcadia looked like they were down in numbers, it turns out they were stronger in value on the point. The mental games and the great rotation, and Arcadia steal this one away.
I mean, that's just fantastic work for them. They just completely bypass the blade in the back, say, you know what, you can go ahead and unsheath the katana. We're just going to take the point from you, and then you're going to have to fight us out on it. And I mean, Pip has been absolutely locked in, Jeff, here for Arcadia. I mean, look at this. I mean, got the opening kill here. Took that duel, said thank you very much. This Mercy pick has actually been very providential here for Arcadia, because not only do you have the res, but you also got the damage boost. Those dynamites, the rail shots are just as dirty. And now, I mean, they're getting it done. So, I mean, it was a great back here from the Chargers, but just not enough in the back pocket in the end.
5, 4, 3.
You have it going over to a Symmetra here out of the gate. Ooh, Atlanta showing us Kiriko with the Joker Queen composition. They're going to swap back over to the Sojourn. But now this is quite the change-up coming out of the Chargers.
I like this, but Pip is over on the Echo. So, you've got mobility from the side, then you've got the spam damage. And I mean, Pluter, man, has been absolutely laying waste with these dynamites all series long already.
Oof, already Jay Warner's down. Tank is out of the fight in no time at all. Arcadia manages to haunt them. But Saving Joe gets popped. So sustain lacking, Aruda's going to have to be particularly careful, especially now as Zelda Warrior gone. Doe has managed to find the supports with a little help from Arlanta as well. Arlanta now in a bit of trouble along the outside. Arcadia has managed to get the objective along this time.
What an angle there on that dynamite, BT Dubs. We're going to see a Bob here sooner rather than later. Jay Rayner, I think you need to go in and hold that commanding shout before you go in and see if you could land Gracie and pull somebody out of position.
Trying to go on the outside, uses the shot early. Just needs to creation in the back. There's fire in there as well. They were burning, rocked on the ground. Couldn't do a thing. Jay Raynor immediately deleted. Killer finds themselves on the business end of a focusing beam, and Arcadia put up a clean defensive fight.
I mean, this could be staggered out for so long. They decide not to worry about that and just go ahead and send him back to spawn. Doe over to the legs now. We're going to see what you can get done with that. Maybe a little bit of spot healing, but Jay Raynor's kind of being a little reckless. Here in the tank battle, they've kind of thrown themselves at the point and it has just been CC'd out of their mind.
Yeah, sometimes it can feel like you have to be up close and personal to get, work done with Junker Queen, but she doesn't work half bad from medium range. That was a huge gravitic flux, and Killer's gonna fall back, even gets the sound barrier out from Romeo. Pip is able to move in on a little assassination mission. I mean, Pip has been outstanding on whatever hero they have been on. Pip has taken over this lobby.
It's their lobby, and we're just here to spectate the fun. I mean, now we're looking at Romeo going over to the Brigitte. So we're going to get another composition swap up here. I don't hate it. They're trying new things. Adaptation at its best right now. I want to see where their focus for this Brigitte is. Is it going to be onto the Mercy? Is it going to be onto the Ashe? I mean, you want to get the Inspire up and going through. And now they're going to look for a quick assassination. There it is.
Oh, no. Disastrous start. Orlando does get the rush out. That's the only initiation New Haven had, but Doe gets caught up top, and it's a 3v5 on the point. Killer dancing around, make it a 2v5, and this is done and dusted. Arcadia cleanup with a darn near flawless showing here on Shrine. 2-0 on Nepal to kick things off in the playoffs.
Pretty emphatic there from Arcadia. We're going to Germany, my friend.
What is this? Just ban all of the... Somebody's just tired of playing Lijiang Tower and Kings. Arcadia's like, no, I have played enough of those maps. Let's play something different. You know what? Doesn't hurt my feelings. I like both these maps. Love Nepal. I love Eichenwald as well.
I mean, I think that maybe there's a gentleman's agreement here that we're not going to the standard maps. Because it does actually, I think this is actually smart because it does take people out of their comfort zone. I think that Arcadia picking Nepal, they were expecting Lijiang. So you know what? We're expected to go to King's Row because we like to play the brawl. Well, we're not going to go to King's Row. We're going to go somewhere else where, Rush is a little bit more favored. You have a little bit more trichotomy because there are 3 different points here where we're going to see different compositions being able to work. It's not such a linear map that you have to go along a certain route. There's lots of different cubby holes, lots of avenues for you to join battle here in Germany. So, man, I like the picks. I like the switch up here. The change up is nice coming out from them.
And a reminder, friends, this is New Hampshire, or New Haven, excuse me. This is New Haven's map pick. And I mean, the Chargers basically have 2 options. Either you try to close the gap against this insane poke composition that Arcadia is running, which is what we saw them mostly try to do on Nepal, and they were just getting demolished before they could get anywhere close. But the other option is then to match the poke game. I mean, even be it directly, with a Bastion that has to get a little bit closer to play more mid-range than far. Sojourn, something of that nature. Even the Genji, I didn't mind the Genji pick. I think the Genji pick was definitely a step in the right direction there for the Chargers.
I agree as well. I think that they need to bring a Symmetra, though. I think Symmetra to ferry a Bastion around would be ideal.
Just move the whole team around.
Move the whole team around. Just reposition when you feel a little bit too much pressure. The kitchen's getting a little too hot for you. Just reposition, reassert your dominance and position, and get your cooldowns back in order. That's what the Symmetra does so well. It allows you to kind of give a little mini reset there in the middle of battle. So we'll see how they decide to take this, because this is what I want from the Chargers right now. I like the Genji pick, but if you're going to go with that, I think that you need to have the frontline presence to be able to push up on the picks of the tank. So when you push in, when you get them, on the back foot, that's where Killer would come into it and really, kind of finalize the deal, as it were. So we're going to see how these two teams take this out. I don't know if we're going to have a side swap or not. It looks like we are not going to have a side swap. So the Chargers, they're going to get a chance to defend first, and they're going to, be able to see what they can make of this hybrid map where they kind of got stomped there on control. We'll see if there's different compositions that they have prepared for this. Was this a planned move, or was this a spur of the moment? Hey, maybe we might want to change about where we're going, take Arcadia out of their comfort zones. But, every map has its own identity. It has its own heartbeat. We'll see how this goes.
We were talking about the importance of each and every map. New Haven was one of 4 teams tied in that Northeastern A division. And it was map differential that got them in Champlain into this. Let's see what they can do here on this map. Let's see what they can do with it, as they barely squeaked into the postseason and a shot at the best of the best here in the Northeast.
Well, we're going to take a look. I mean, to clarify, so Arcadia is not the number 2 seed. They are the number 1 seed from Group B. So they are actually a number 1 seed, but they're the number 2 seed in the way the playoffs have been seeded, like into this bracket. Yes.
They were number 1 coming out of the Northeast B division, but then when we mailed those 2 divisions together, they ended up the 2 seed. So that's how they ended up here. Still, obviously, a dominant top-tier team coming in. Barely dropping, any maps at all over the course of the regular season. Now on the attack, and not much has changed. Pip is back on this Echo. Pluderman back on the Ash here on this outside angle. I imagine Pip is trying to work around this left-hand side because they tend to like to play 2 different angles from your 2 DPS.
Well, that's a great first defense from New Haven, though. Actually pushing them back. I mean, forcing a lot of cooldowns out of New Haven, but they're not able to capitalize on it. And really, seeing Aruda and also Pluderman going so low. That's actually a reset there. Look at Killer up here, locking the legs on top of Bridge here. They actually get a lot of the work out there. There's a great opening kill from Doe.
Yeah, we've also seen Orlando swap over to an Ayari, so it looks definitely like New Haven are trying to match the poke game back the other direction, and it's working. Zelda Warrior gets taken down. Good focus fire coming out from the Chargers, and again, the defense continues to hold, this time with a strong pick, and they're starting to be able to get aggressive on the back of it.
I like this. And I mean, you're holding under Archway here. You're looking for the angles. You're looking for any kind of a flank because they know that they like to flank. So Killer has got the head on the swivel. Oh my gosh, you're in trouble. Yep, Pip gets him down.
And that's all the opening Arcadia needs, is now with an amplification matrix in the back. Aruda just goes surging onto the objective, runs past the amplification matrix, coming out from the other side, and Doe falls with Pip on that off angle. Now up onto the roof, and what a headshot! Sticks that right down in the mouth of Orlando. And Pip cleaning up. My goodness. The pain train keeps pouring in with Pip.
You're really going for this. I mean, it was perpetuated by a perfectly placed headshot. And we're going to keep going with this. I mean, I will match you word for word, my friend. I love you. But still, I mean, overclock, ready to go. And I mean, maybe Pip got a little bit overzealous, maybe not.
Is standing up here facing the duel. Pip did not drop down. It gets that shot. Are you kidding me? What an incredible accuracy. The Mercy. What a bold move. Holding your breath, and they will not get away. Just so they can get behind cover, Pip is there to find you from all the way across the map.
You gotta be
Show me that again. Thank you, producer.
Oh my God. Hippie and Cynthia giving us, ding dong, done. And now they finally got the payload. They got the payload. They kind of forgot the payload for a minute because they wanted to take the fight win.
Oh, they took control of the map. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. Arcadia are in complete control of the entire second half of this map right now. It takes a gravitic flux come out from Jay Raynor to try to take it back. Arena doesn't even touch the ground before they've dropped one of their own. Find a pair in that and land right onto your back line. The Mercy has to drop down below the wall. Not ideal. Meanwhile, Jay Raynor left by themselves, just sandwiched by Aruda and Pip, the all-stars of Arcadia.
I mean, Aruda's accretion there was absolutely outstanding, and now we've got a trap here laid outside the castle gate. They're up there. Do they know? I don't think they know. I don't think they know.
Pip is is stalking. Is like a hawk just hanging out in the trees, waiting for prey to walk out. Arlana was the unfortunate soul that stuck their neck out into that. And it's Aruda who is feasting. Pip gets denied on any kind of food. People's the distraction while Aruda was the talons.
Zelda pulls out the Glock and gets the headshot kill.
Yes.
Onto Doe and takes that threat out of the way too. And now 406 as we enter into the key. This is just mean.
It's just incredible lethality from Arcadia. I mean, what do you even do? Killer swings way too wide, anticipating that amplification matrix, but Pip is able to take him down. Romeo does manage to get the res off, so the defense now 5 strong and with double damage to boot. It forces Aruda into an awkward little spot on that left-hand side. Let's see if the Chargers can capitalize. Pip, with an overclock here, wants to protect their tank, puts a lot of damage into the counterpart, looking for the Doe on the off angle, but the Sojourner looped all the way around. Finds that shot onto Arlana. Just been the bane of this backline. Pip now looking to follow up on the Gravitic Flux from Aruda, and this is going to be another team wipe from Arcadia.
This is disgusting. I mean,
wow.
This is a fantastic performance. 3:17 on the clock as they end up getting all 3 points here. And once that payload started moving, it did not stop. Hyper aggressiveness coming out from Arcadia on the back of Pip. Pip got the job done. That's that headshot that you thought was so clear. I absolutely love that.
I thought that it just was. Just though I thought those are facts, my friend.
That's an axiom. This was the play, though. This was the play that needs to go into their hot player reel. I mean, if they move on to anything after Collegiate, I would definitely sign this player right away.
I know that play is living rent-free in my head right now, and it's got to be plaguing the Chargers. So it's all you can think about is how do we stop Pip? I mean, it's got to be the number one thing on your mind. Look at this. This is supposed to be a highlight reel of the whole team, y'all. It's just Pip popping off.
Just peerless right now. Peerless in our server.
Ridiculous. It's amazing. It's so amazing. Fun to watch.
Now, defensively for Arcadia, do they look for the full hold? Do they look to see if they can, control the sight lines as they make their approach coming from the Chargers? We're going to see some changes, though, coming up from the Chargers. I like, if they're going to go with this, I like this because it's going to put some serious pressure on Aruda, and I think that you've got to get that tank out of the way because, as I said, even though Pip has the potential to pop off at any moment, you still have to have the frontline presence and somewhere for Pip to roll back to. You see them using that slide to not really address the point, but actually to get away from the danger and the heat coming into them.
And the Chargers are being very aggressive here right out of the gate. I love it. They're not tentative at all. They know exactly what they want to do, and it's teleport over here all the way into the back, try to close this gap, something they've struggled to do. Still, Pip is just as lethal at close range as they are at some distance. Bluterman able to find a pair as well. Again, those dynamites. What? It's so difficult. The time to kill is unbelievably fast from Arcadia.
I mean, you remember when we swapped from console casting to PC casting? We're like, holy cow, the time to kill. Yeah, it's still just as dirty right now, and it's even faster here for Arcadia. They just close the gap, they close the sight lines, and they swarm as one hive mind onto the attacking Chargers.
Their team DPS level has to be just through the roof. Another great teleport here. I love how the Chargers are approaching this, getting creative and being smart about it. They're using the teleporter to avoid obvious sight lines, and it's forced Arcadia to play back a little bit. It's bought some space for the Chargers to work just off of them creative teleports. Now up to the high ground with an amplification matrix. Oh man, but once again, it's the disruptor shot combined with the dynamite, and the Chargers can't get any value out of that double damage. They preciously needed to get a pick off of that. Instead, now they have to push out of this house while a player down.
I mean, and they're looking for a sound barrier engage now. That's their best win condition right now is to get that done. I mean, without your Bastion, you're done.
They couldn't sit around forever. Arcadia made a move to try to pincer them, so Chargers had to make a move. But yeah, they fall before Romeo is able to get that sound barrier online.
Well, I mean, we're just about 2 minutes in here, and no closer to a tick getting taken here by the Chargers. Sound barrier is ready. Killer over to the Genji, and now Jay Rayner bringing out the Junker Queen.
I liked what they were doing. I'm not sure, but I think they're going to struggle to get across the sight lines now. They were doing a good job and buying a lot of space with the teleport strategy. It was just that final execution in the fight. Now, a Gravitic Flux here, the one of many ultimates available for Arcadia. That one is countered by Romeo, but Arlana still takes a rail shot to the dome, or at least to the body. Either way, it's enough to send him back to spawn. Doe and Romeo join them. And this is another hold, stalwart, flawless defense coming out from Arcadia.
I think that they've swapped to this Genji to try and counteract the Bob that might be coming through. You know, try to get some deflect damage, see if they can get a pick out of that.
I mean, or put some pressure on the backline, make the backline sweat a little bit, perhaps.
Right. And I mean, Doe now over to the Tracers. So, I mean, you've got double flankers right now. You're looking for that backline. And I mean, with the Valkyrie right now, how much value can you honestly get right now from those two?
I mean, this is almost a Junker Queen dive comp. Let's see how they play it out. Pressure is going to put down onto Aruda, while Killer is going to go around and see if they can disrupt the healing. Killer, nice move. Good mechanics to find Pluderman out of the gate. But up top, loses the duel to Pip. Tracer that are joined is just a touch late. Ant Matrix down low. And that's just fended off the rest of the Chargers. 35 remaining on the clock.
And yet they got the res off as well, and now you're looking at Doe getting pressured on the side. They've got 30 seconds here. You're going to have both the blade, and you're going to have Kitsune rush as well. So you've got some initiation tools here. Now they have to be able to defend against this Bob.
Bob is already out. Oh, Romeo, I was going to say, if you can stay alive long enough, the Bob was a touch early in the fight, but with 2 picks on the back of it, Arcadia are getting all the value they need out of the big Omnic Butler. Arita will find Doe on the Tracer. We got the Kitsune rush. There's just not a whole lot that New Haven could do. And that Kitsune rush just not enough. 2-0 here to Arcadia with a big, full hold, a flawless Icon Vault. Dominant performance. Flashpoint. 2 options. So, I mean, it's not a whole lot of choices here for New Haven. Looks like they've got with Serafos, Billy.
I love this map so much. I really do. I do. Now, I mean, Pip is going to have a playtime right now with this map because Sojourn works so very well on all the flashpoints here. So it's going to really come down to, can they shut down the duo of Zelda Warrior and Pip? Because Zelda Warrior, while, you know, the services have been good, if you could take that Mercy down, perhaps you have an opportunity to take down Pip once their tether is gone. So I think that has to be a real focus here for the Chargers here of New Haven, because right now, Pip is owning you, and I don't see anything stopping it unless you can get that tether down.
Yeah, what our producer was saying, somebody in chat said something like Pip Performance sponsored by Zelda Warrior. So we caught wind of that. I'm not sure exactly where that came from, but it's good. That's good. I like it. As a caster, I approve.
Oh. Living rent-free right now in everybody's head is the sponsorship of Pip by Zelda Warrior. This kill brought to you by Zelda Warrior. But seriously, I mean, oh no. I might be getting my wish here. As we see.
I know, I was looking at Arcadia too. Like, I was sitting here like kind of, you know, like fingers up to the chin. Like, is this real, y'all? Are you just playing with me? Like, what's going on? Because this is some swaps out of the tank and out of the back.
It's happening.
Zelda Warrior is going back over to the Mercy though.
I'm okay with that.
It was just all right. Yeah, no,
okay
me too. Yeah.
I like what New Haven's bringing out though. Kind of a standard comp right now, just with the May variant. So I mean, they're going to look and well, I mean, this is going to be like an ult battery. If they can actually take this first fight and actually cordon off Aruda, this is going to be dangerous. But Aruda with the hook and then the kill on Romeo. No. Oh my word!
Oh, nice back-to-back hooks from Aruda. First kill going over to Arcadia, looping around the outside. Chargers have a little bit better positioning. There's still a Bastion to contend with, but now both supports are gone. Oh, and then from the outside, Pip comes over the top, actually. Takes down 2. Just chasing out the Bastion and whoever else remains. Oh, Doe's not going to get out alive.
I don't think a lot of people are going to get out alive here. They actually run into the stickies. Already has copy online. Jeff, this is massive ult generation. This is absolutely disgusting.
I mean, look at the other 3 DPS in the lobby. They're all sitting at 40%. And then Pip is here with a duplicate ready to go.
I mean, do you go for the Sigma here? Do you go for the Bastion? Do you go for the... I mean, they have their work cut out for them. But, I mean, an early Amp Matrix here, ready for Atlanta, might give them some purchase on the point.
Hog's value really hasn't changed much just by... Oh, my goodness. The hog melted so fast. Oh, I've never seen bacon burn that quickly. You got to get it off the frying pan quicker than that.
It was perfect. They had their, I mean, the target focus. I mean, they knew what to take. And, I mean, they got it done. So, I mean, there's the flip at 58%. Now they're going to have, you know, upcoming Blizzard. That'll be great. I mean, the wall to keep Aruda off. Aruda has learned their lesson. No more bacon in the lobby.
Yeah.
We're going back to the cinema.
I mean, it smells nice in the morning, but, you know, come lunchtime, you want some real food. And now Arcadia are cooking. I tell you what, it's Pip with a pair, and it was the Bastion from up on high. The rest of the team is low. Blitterman's going to clean up on that with a nice little pair of shots. Oh, my, that was fast.
What a second and a half and it was done? I mean, that Kitsune rush was everything, and so was the duplicate out of Pip picking up 2 in the beginning, and then the Kitsune rush aided kills on the back of it. Absolutely massive. I mean,
not to mention increased damage for the whole team from the Valkyrie of Zelda Warrior. Like, on top of all that, with the Kitsune rush. I mean, just nasty.
They got a flux ready to go. The wall kind of quarters them out. That actually might be the go sign for them.
It was a nice move from Jay Raynor. Good block on the accretion. Made it onto the point to start the overtime. Has a Gravitic Flux here. That's going to put some hurt onto Aruda. But there's a Bob from the outside. Laying down fire all the way across the point. Nobody can follow up on Jay Raynor's Gravitic Flux. And now the remaining members of the Chargers just hiding in a corner. Cowering behind Doe. Hoping the damage will work. Pip sticks their neck out. And, well, their hubris is immediately punished. And the Chargers are still sticking it out on this point. Doe go down. But Pip is rezzed back up alive and well, and Jay Raynor is just not long. This is going to flip over with 99.99, but Arcadia is going to take it.
I mean, this has been probably one of the most brutal points that I have seen on market in our flashpoints. I mean, seriously, Doe got locked in there. I mean, one was an Amp Matrix assisted rampage, but the other one, actually great tracking. They're taking Pip out of the sky. There are options here. They still have some fight in them, Jeff.
Aruda's coming up on a Gravitic Flux. Pip with another duplicate. Copied the Bastion last time. Just needs to land a flurry of stickies, and they'll get this one up. Jay Raynor, though, with a great opening kill. Pluto goes down, I think caught behind a wall. Killer's able to step out and find the Kiriko. Pip not able to find the angle they want in time. Great proactive play out of the Chargers.
Absolutely beautiful from them. They catch the rotation a little bit early, and the accretion was what set that up for Jay Raynor. So magnificent first fight win there for them. Now they've got Pip on their backside. They're actually going to try and cap the point and pull everybody's focus.
There's a Gravitic Flux holding money in place. There's a sound barrier there, but Killer did not get it in time. Ruda will fall on the front line. There's an Amp Matrix up from the charge that just melted through, too. Pip did manage to flip the point over, but it's just them and Zelda Warrior, and they're going to have to back out quickly. It's a lot of damage coming their way. Kiriko gets caught out, and immediately Chargers take the point right back.
I mean, you'll get the swift step back. You can bring yourself back into the fight, and Killer is really looking for this duo right now, having their way right now.
This would be an excellent kill for Killer, but they're not able to get it done. Can't find the pickup. Pip went in that duel, gives an early advantage to Arcadia to start this fight out, and still has the duplicate in the pocket. Once again, opting to go to the point, while New Haven take a fight on the front line where they're going to find Pluterman. Moving back, Chargers chase Aruda, who's looking to regroup with Pip. Pip's going to duplicate the Sigma this time around, so there's a pair of them on the battlefield for Jay Raynor to worry about. Throws out an accretion on 1. Pip got down super low. Put the hands up in time, and the heals are there. But now the Bastion is on the point to contend with, and that duplicate will not survive all that damage coming out from the Gatling Gun. 88 and counting here for the Chargers, where they drop the Gravitic Flux onto the objective. Aruda gets slammed down, right back into the spawn, all the way through the earth and out the other side. The Chargers are going to take this one.
They have found something with this May Bastion composition, and they're starting to cook with it. Aruda said, let them cook. Well, you know what? Killer and Doe said, let us get in the kitchen and show ourselves as well. They're going to have a 5v4 opportunity here as we go into Temple. I believe this is. Yes, this is Temple coming up, and you know they've got the Blizzard to really start the initiation.
Well, love how aggressive the Chargers are getting. They're starting to get a little bit of confidence here. Arcadia has liked to split up into Chargers. They've learned if they just rush down one of those two attacking forces, they're able to take advantage of a huge, player difference. Now moving back onto the point, Saving Joe finds Arlana there just as they step around the corner. And Arcadia are able to dance around the singular moving unit of the Chargers. Still using this spread out approach. 2 on point. Killers kind of got themselves in between everyone. It just gets melted down. Arcadia wins this fight.
Yeah, but I think that they've had their fun with the duplicate and with the Echo, and they've gone back to the double hit scan. So now we've got the Sojourn back out here. So that's just another wrinkle here that New Haven are going to have to deal with. And I think that the reason why we bring this Sojourn in there is the disruptor shot. When you throw the wall up, you're going to be looking to get over the top of it. You're going to be looking to deny the damage and deny the escapability that wall provides. That's what a Sojourn can do. Also, you can charge up that rail shot very nicely with it.
Yeah, and it couples well with the dynamite as well, as we saw there. Gravitic Flux countered by a sound barrier. So far, a little flow Overwatch coming through. Chargers moving on to the point with the Blizzard in hand. Doesn't look like anybody is caught in the Blizzard, but it does devalue the amplification matrix coming out of Saving Joe. Still, Polluterman finds Arlana throughout the mid-fight from the outside angle. There's Pip in a duel with Doe, wins the battle against the Bastion using the overclock up close. Has to try to turn and take care of the Sigma, but nice 180 flick.
What?
And manages to finish off Jay Raynor as well. Pip is back, baby.
I mean, this is going to be point 2 in their favor. They're going to go on to map and match point here with this next map win. We'll see where we're going. It looks like we're going to go to, is this Ruin we're going to? Yes.
It's all the way down to the southwest quarter. A long trek. Look at the Chargers are going to have a great advantage here, Billy. They're going to get to the point way before Arcadia does.
They are, and they're going to have the Gravitic Flux ready to go. They're also going to have an Amp Matrix to kind of deny the approach coming from Arcadia. They're going to try and take this north side. Coming out, and an early artillery strike is going to really make it hard for them.
There's a good wall holding Naruto in place. Yeah, Doe's going to drop the artillery strike right on top of it. Well coordinated there from the Chargers. Quick rotation. Pip is still on the battlefield, though. So, I mean, still winnable?
It's always winnable. It's always winnable
when Pip is alive. Zelda Warrior gets stuck on the ledge trying to follow Pip out. Unfortunate.
the Moth's wings have been burned to a crisp there by the Chargers. I mean, look at this Disruptor again.
Mercy Wings, good with a little buffalo sauce, I hear. Bob here at the ready for Polluterman. Chargers still holding on at this point, and they're using this high ground, kind of using this hallway to keep Arcadia at bay, but Polluterman's going to sneak in underneath, drop a bomb behind him, and a dynamite onto the point. Oh, Gravitic Influx is massive in the middle of all this. Romeo with a massive sound barrier, and the Blizzard is out. Blizzard finds Aruda, the immortality field, keeping them alive for now, but on the hunt, Chargers moving forward to see if they can impale the Sigma. It's a double damage, double healing out, but Aruda eventually goes down despite it all. Jay Raynor finds 2, and third being picked up. The Chargers are fighting tooth and nail here, barely.
I mean, get on the point, because Pip is still alive with his tether, and Pip gets thrown down in the middle of it.
Unreal. Pip's getting chased by everyone and still manages to find that kill onto Doe. It's amazing. But also amazing work out of Jay Raynor and the coordination here from the Chargers. They're going to take that point away, and now we head to our 5th and final objective on Suravasa.
Yep, we're going to Garden now, and our Palace, and this is going to be what I'm looking for. We've got Jay Raynor coming up close on another Gravitic Flux. We're looking for another Amp Matrix from Atlanta. This might be the map that they get themselves on the scoreboard, Jeff.
This is certainly the best look we've seen out of the Chargers all night here with the May Bash, and excellent use of the walls from Killer. Once again, yeah, they're able to just get on this point first and wait Arcadia's approach, try to wall off Aruda, see if they can melt the tank, and then take care of the rest. An aggressive move, Jay Raynor's got one in the corner. Polluterman goes down, another beautiful May wall. Oh, there was just enough room there for Aruda to get away, but still they're on their last leg, and Doe will kick it out from underneath them.
I mean, they're just getting it done. I mean, there's still 2 up there, and you're worried about it. Look at
man.
Joe! Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's just been brought back to a 3v3 as Saving Joe is still jumping around here, leapfrogging over the team. Eventually, Jay Raynor finds it. Arcadia with the point. There's only 2 of them here. Jay Raynor's now moved on to the objective to make sure they don't get any free percentage.
Well,
Overclock out from Pip. Oh my goodness. This is bold, moving in, trying to take I mean, I don't even know, a massive advantage away, but Killer will not be denied. Threw a blizzard out amidst all of that. Picks up 2. Finds Pip and their tether. And now Jay Raynor's moving in. Wall up. Aruda in trouble. Lamp is there. Jay Raynor moves into the back. Put the hands up in front of the Bastion while the rest of the team cleans up Aruda.
I mean, this is a great fight plan there. And Jay Raynor has come alive here on the back of some seriously good swaps here. Killer and Doe making it so that they can just move forward with impunity. We got the Pip Farah out now, so more alliteration for us, even though it doesn't rhyme. More P's in the chat, people.
Womp womp. And this is certainly a new look we've seen from Arcadia. Gravitic Flux out early. One more fight win, and Chargers will force us to a map 4. Creation Rock gets blocked by their own team, but still manages to stay alive there on the front. We're just going to drop a Gravitic Flux. And Jay Raynor falls. Pip comes in onto the point to take the objective away now. Picks up a kill onto Arlena as well. Arcadia are not done. The Knights are still here.
They pop the Valkyrie to get the double damage going through. And the swap from Pip over to the Farah actually playing very providential, being able to reposition with that concussive blast and pushes everybody into Pluderman's way. They already have an artillery strike on line, Jep. This is going to be a very dynamic fight coming in.
Pip of the sky, Pluderman with the early artillery strike. Oh, into the small room. Could cause a lot of havoc. Everybody finds cover. Jay Raynor needs a lot of healing here before they can make a move. Romeo takes a direct rocket to the face. So Pip still putting the pressure in. Finds Arlena where they can get everybody topped up and before they can use their own amplification matrix. Arcadia, have put this in a 5v4 final fight situation to possibly eliminate the barrage fights, though. Rocked out of it in the end. Sound barrier now out from the Chargers. They move on to the objective. Ant Matrix up here for Arcadia, and Pip finds Jay Raynor from above. Hunting from the skies. The Lucio is down. Pluderman picks up 2. And the Knights stand tall. The Chargers, they made it interesting, but the Knights will take it in the end. Ding, ding, let the dinner bell ring. And it is exquisite coming out from Arcadia.
I mean, just the last map swaps there, or the last flashpoint swaps coming from them. And Pluderman actually gets POTG here. I mean, just the shots, the dynamites in coordination with what Pip was doing.